Finally, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I wanted to take the Hyundai Santa Cruz on a road trip, and this is exactly what I'm doing. About 180 miles plus in the Colorado Rocky Mountains. I want to see exactly what it's like to road trip this thing, and also exactly what fuel efficiency I can get on a highway. So let me fill up and get on the road. Whenever we use fuel, we use Sinclair for a couple of different reasons. First of all, they help us save money. You can download the DinoPay app and save about 10 cents a gallon. But also, they have DinoCare additive in all of their grades of gasoline, which is really just a high quality fuel. And I will be using 87 octane. It is a turbocharged engine under the hood of this. I'll tell you about that in a second. So I want to use a little bit higher octane fuel, even though I'm here at high elevation in Colorado, and we do have 85 available as well. Okay, as always, I'm gonna wait 30 seconds and top off, make sure it's an even fill every time, and I'll do that the same thing when I get to my destination. I'm basically going from Boulder, Colorado to Rifle, Colorado to pick up a special vehicle. I'll tell you about that later. Okay, so reset my trip meter, make sure that's done. So here's how our trip is gonna be. First, we gotta sit in traffic, mandatory. Then it's about 193 miles, about 3 hours and 9 minutes, and mostly highways. So this is gonna be mostly a highway test. I'm using Apple CarPlay with a wire in the system, and the screen is great, except it feels now a little small. I mean, it was good about a year ago, but now I'm almost wishing like it was larger. Anyway, I probably am getting spoiled. And the other thing I was going to show you is that a lot of these controls are little haptic buttons. Actually, they don't have a lot of feedback. They're just kind of this type of button. Although the volume does have an actual knob, and the temperature has a physical knob. But I'm not a huge fan of this.
Their work last month.
But it works. There it is, the I-70 highway getting into the Rocky Mountains. And I'm getting on the highway. I've already driven about 21 miles. And I am in smart mode. I have just 4 choices: normal, sport, smart, and snow. So there's no eco mode. I wish there was, specifically for a road trip. There isn't. And in smart mode, I'm hoping, because I do have to descend mountain ranges, and so I'm hoping the transmission will kind of help me out, both on the way up and on the way down. So I'm gonna try smart mode, see how that works. And I have a lot of power under the hood. This is a compact crossover pickup. Yes, it does have a bed, but it also has a 2.5 liter turbocharged engine with 281 horsepower. So if I needed it, this could be a very, very quick and easy a vehicle that makes passing maneuvers like this very easy, even up the mountain. So lots of power. EPA ratings are 19 city, which is, in my opinion, really poor. 27 highway, which is decent, and 22 combined. Once again, not super impressive. They also have a non-turbo version of this Santa Cruz with better efficiency, but not by much. So I'm hoping in the real world, this Santa Cruz is going to be more efficient than the EPA can say. So we'll see how it works. Obviously, I'll be using more fuel on the way up, and hopefully less, it'll be very efficient on the way down, and combining for a great result. I've engaged cruise control 65. I've also engaged lane keep assist using this button. So the cruise control is up here, lane keep assist here. I'm going to let go of the steering wheel. I want to see exactly how this works, because this is not a true semi-autonomous system, which can take you for many miles on a pre-mapped highway like this. But it should assist you in a really good way. So, it's been already like 15 or 20 seconds, and look, there's a curve coming up. So I want to see if I can follow this highway all by itself. That was a little bit too extreme for it. It disengaged. That curve at 65 was a little bit too extreme. But let's look how it handles the next curve. I'll just keep monitoring this. And some other vehicles, after about 20 or 30 seconds, start chiming and asking you to take control. But this Hyundai system is actually pretty robust. It's fairly centered. I like that. It's not really bouncing side to side in the lane. And if the highway is not too twisty, it'll actually kind of keep cruising for a long while. I want to say about a minute, maybe more. Let's just wait just a little bit longer. There. It's asking me to put my hands on the wheel. So I think it's a pretty robust system, but it's not, I mean, I wish it was more semi-autonomous at least, so you can kind of relax a little bit more maybe on a road trip like this. But a highway like this is also for drivers, and the steering wheel is really nice, feels good in the hand, so I'm gonna be involved in this drive. It's gonna be fun. Quick progress update. I'm almost at the Continental Divide, the highest point in my trip, elevation wise. About 65 miles already gone. And I wanted to take this opportunity, first of all, to show you the Eisenhower-Johnson's tunnels, which is where we do our signature I-Gauntlet World's Toughest Towing Test, which is actually on the western side of this tunnel. But this is the Continental Divide. And I want to talk about kind of the comfort behind the wheel. First of all, the way that the Santa Cruz drives, this completely does not feel like a pickup. It feels like a little crossover that it's based on, basically, because the Santa Cruz is really related to the Tucson, Hyundai Tucson, and also a little bit to the Santa Fe, because it's technically, I mean, with a proper towing package, this will tow up to 5,000 pounds, which is pretty impressive. But it drives like a car. It does not drive like a truck. 21.2 mpg right now? Well, this is climbing. So climbing out of Denver. Now, there's a little bit of downhill, and then Vail Pass is my second major mountain range. And then it's all downhill from there. So we'll see how it goes. What is a sign of a great road trip vehicle? Well, I think it's just how, stressful or easy it is to drive. And the Santa Cruz, after 2 hours and 48 minutes in the saddle, it doesn't feel like almost 3 hours. It's quite easy to drive, it's quiet, it's comfy. I only have about, half an hour left. So, right there. I think that is a big, huge part of a road trip vehicle that's not very stressful to drive, no matter what the road conditions throw at you. But, look at this. 29.5 mpg shown. So if that's averaged after uphill and downhill. So if that's true, we'll have to check it at the pump. But if that's true, that would be a really great result. I would be really pleased, getting almost 30 mpg in the little pickup. That'd be nice. So here's the biggest question, right? Is this truly the 30 miles per gallon little pickup? Well, let's figure it out. Okay, 87. Same thing. Put it in there. And we went just about 193 miles. So I'll be using that as my distance for this trip, for the calculation. Aha! Okay, 30 seconds. All right, there you have it, basically 6 gallons. So let's do the calculation now. 192.9 miles, according to the trip meter. Divide by 6.082 gallons equals, woohoo, yes, 31.7. It's better than the truck is saying. It's surprising. It's better than the EPA says. I'm super pleased. So yes, the answer to the question, is the Hyundai Santa Cruz a great road trip little compact pickup truck? Yes, the answer is an absolute yes for me, because I don't feel super tired after about 3.5 hours in the seat. It was comfortable, quiet, nice, and relatively efficient. What else could you want in a little pickup truck? Well, I guess maybe towing and carrying payloads, that's for another video. But as far as a road trip is concerned, the Santa Cruz, I think, is top notch. Oh, by the way, this is the SEL model, so it's kind of a middle of the road, turbocharged all-wheel drive, for about $35,000. It's not the fully loaded one, and it's not the most affordable one either. There you have it. As always, go back to oldtfl.com for everything automotive, one-stop shop, right there. I said I'm picking up a vehicle in Rifle. Yes, that's true. That's why I'm here at Columbine Ford. It's an e-Transit. That's right, electrified, big, commercial van. I'm not buying it. I'm just here to have it for hopefully about a week, and I'll do many videos with it.